Good evening. I'm your host, Nocam, of course. Looks like today we have some late arrivals, so yeah, we'll be waiting on them for a bit. Where they are, I'm unsure, but it seems like it's a curse. If one's person isn't late, somebody else is, so we'll get right into it. Wow, that's amazing. Who thought of that? Opening a pop can upon entering. It's a pretty unique quirk to our podcast here. Well, I suppose though I have no one to rebuttal with. Something I have been noticing recently. I am in a college of some sort. We have these community bathrooms, which aren't a big deal. I noticed. I thought they would be tedious. I honestly did. But it's you get used to the routine. It's just you go in there, you do your shit, you go out. That's how it should always be. But when people are in their homes, they get a little too comfortable. So it's nice. You have this cold stone room that you're an animal in, and then you leave and you're a functioning human once more. Anyway, when I was in there, it should have occurred to me a while ago, but I don't see the appeal of stalls being so high. Is there a reason for that? Like, is it... Like, I don't really see the convenience. You could lower the stalls. It's not, like, physically impossible. Is it for cleaning ease? I mean, you have to hit the edge for the wall anyway. So why does the wall where the people sit have to be raised? Maybe someone could argue, well, it's to see the feet and see if somebody's in there. But I mean, everyone's seen one of those mini buffs or those outdoor bathrooms. They have the vacancy thing, so if you're really concerned, you could always just put one of those on. I suppose a lot of it is just price. It's a lot cheaper if you just not have... But you save a couple pretty pennies, I guess. It's not a substantial amount. You save money, I guess. I don't know. Maybe some people like that. Maybe it's the community feel. Maybe that's why they call them community bathrooms. You get to know the other guy in the shitter next to you. Share the toilet paper once it's out. But then again, we have like 4 toilet paper holders in one stall, like someone's gonna shit the stall out or something. So that's a rare occurrence. So I don't know if sharing is a big aspect, or if people know that. No clue. I guess it's just how it is. Nothing you can do about it, like most things. Maybe I'll bring it up to them later. My co-host just told me he'll be on in 20. Not really sure what his deal is. Vaccine incentives are a thing. Look, it's a lot easier to host this when there's somebody else to have opinions back and forth. When it's just an echo chamber, it starts to get very stagnant, especially if there's no viewers. I mean, if there are any viewers, which, I mean, there says there isn't, but who knows? Maybe there's a hacker out there that hacked the algorithm, make it look like he's a ghost. And yeah, who knows? But if you're a viewer, you're live. You're on the live podcast while it's going on. You could always pop in. It's in the description, the Color Discord. And you bring your questions, concerns, topics, or we'll bring ours, and we'd love to hear your opinions. Another thing could be if you're too afraid to speak, I guess, in public, then there's always the chat box. I'm always watching it for the most part. We are supposed to have a Jamie to watch it for us, but he's got to work. Well, he's got to get up at 3 in the morning to go to work. It's kind of sad. Yeah, so crossing my fingers that people will get cars other than me. I am still the only licensed driver in the friend group. And it had its appeal in the beginning of summer. And then it started to die off when it became too much. It wasn't something that I absolutely despised. It had its own benefits. But when you're with, let's just say, a manipulative friend group, then you don't really get to pick the music. Unless you want to look like the bad guy. Hopefully someone will rewatch this and ask me about this part, which I'd be glad to I'd be glad to talk about. So he thinks Elijah's on here, which is incorrect. Like I said, he is the one who has to wake up at 3 in the morning. Let me see if I can contact the other one. Which actually was... there's some lore behind this. She was, she became a host by just going on the chat box every single time. She would just pop in onto the show every Sunday at 8. And Elijah, the one who's consistently not on here, was barely on, so we just said, fuck it, you come on. And here we are. She's slowly but surely having a social appeal. And she even has her own segment now, which is supposed to be going on later this stream. But, like I said, I am not sure on the attendance for this podcast. Kind of sad in its own manner, I guess. But like I said, if it's not one person, it's somebody else who's late. So I'm not one to say from the past few podcasts I was late. Which, yeah, I'm blaming my Mac for it, because the first time I didn't know that you couldn't record any sounds on your Mac without any third-party extensions, which I didn't know that was a thing until I read something about it just a couple of weeks ago. So I get it's something called Black Hole, which kind of sounds like a malware. So, but it works. It sounds like a malware, but it works. So Yeah, that's something I didn't know about until I got this computer. Otherwise, everything else is pretty okay. I got it recently, just like the end of summer, instead of a MacBook, because I'm technically saving money, though I could have just not bought it in the first place. But for a high-end computer, I wanted a decent processor, 16 gigabytes of RAM at the minimum, so I could actually have like my own workstation. And the Mac Mini just seemed like the best option for me. And like I said, it's not bad. It has its limitations. Some things are just very basic, but my favorite parts of Windows is in here, I'd say, probably. Like, the Finder, that's always nice. It's always... I don't know if it's just my boomer speaking, but when I was in Windows 10, I'd always, like, get a file, and I'd always have to be very careful with it, otherwise I might have lost it inside folder. Or was it, I think it was control panel. It looked a certain way before, and all of a sudden they changed the look, and it'll look very similar to settings. So settings and control panel were basically the same thing, so there's no point of having two of them on there. Might as well just minimize it just to settings. Or maybe I'm speaking out of my ass. It's from what I remember. There's something either a file or it was the settings, maybe both. But either way, it's nice to have things boiled down to one thing. Because I feel like with Windows, there's a lot of stuff that could be just its own thing, where you don't have to have... Well, you could implement certain parts into other... So you don't have to, like, go through so many more loops. Though at this point, I honestly don't know which I prefer. I'm not necessarily an Apple shill, nor am I a Windows shill. Kind of stuck in the middle ground. I mean, Windows is nice for what it's like, the whole Android and iPhone thing, where Android is always, it's open-ended, it's, easier for third-party software to be put on it, and it's more up to the user. Whereas iOS or Mac, it's always, they give you something and then you kind of just have to live with it. You kind of have to work around it. Like, okay, they put this in there. That's fine, I guess. I'll figure it out. And with Windows, there's a lot less hoops you have to go through when you're getting something extra that's not like specifically like Windows approved, or that when you're downloading something that's specifically not Apple approved, like any of the third party. I had to go into my settings and then change it so I could allow third-party software to do things on here. Which I guess, I mean, it's a really good computer for people that blindly use devices and then just download whatever the hell they click on right away. So, mindless idiots and elderly people. It's what this software is good for. But otherwise, I haven't had it slowed down on me yet. It's still fairly new, so I suppose I don't really have much anything to say to it. I wouldn't say that it's like a powerful beast, like you can throw away your 64 gigabyte of RAM, computer workstation powerhouse, and then it manages fine because of the processor. It's a computer. It's a lower end workstation. At least from what I can say. It's the nicest computer I've owned. But that's only because I've only got like a laptop to compare it to, because that was my last device. And the last device I had before was in the best hardware that I had. So then, Jesus, this is just becoming a Mac Mini review at this point. But the Wi-Fi chip, pretty insane. I mean, I bet people have like the newer tech. Well, there's quite a few people out there with new technology, so it's kind of hard to be like wowed by the new Wi-Fi chip. But the one in this thing, I didn't really check which one it is specifically, but the one in this thing, I can actually stream 4K video without it slowing down on me. My other computer, my Windows, well, I guess at this point software doesn't really matter. My HP laptop, that would, like, if I put it on 1080p and Wi-Fi, that would just slow the hell down. I think they had AMD FX, and then 8 gigabytes of RAM. So I think that was like a 2017 build, maybe 2018, something like that. But anyway, let's say at the earliest 2017 to 2021, that's or 2021, that's like a 5-year difference. So it's a big jump. So obviously there's going to be some better improvements with that. Another thing I enjoy is most of the setting up is done automatically. I mean, it happens on Windows too, but I've had worse experiences with it. So overall, it's still neutral. I'm not going to put all my eggs in one basket. It's not one or the other for me. I still believe that because I know that this is a good OS now, that I'll probably be using both. Probably continue to use this OS as a workstation, and then if I ever decide to get a gaming laptop or a gaming desktop at some point. But even then, if I get a higher end desktop, a quote unquote gamer desktop, then that could double as a workstation too, not even depending on if it's a higher end PC, you could work on whatever the hell you want on that. I guess another thing is creative freedom, is that I finally get to obtain. I get finally working on music programs, and computer video editing is still a bit choppy here and there, but it's still nice. It's better. I would say it's better. It would definitely be slower in my other computer, and some others, and then definitely more seamless for podcasts. Which, speaking of podcasts, our co-host popped in, which is 4:30 p.m. or GymBagBob or Molly.
Hello.
Could I ask what took you so long?
Carter and I were watching Adventures in Babysitting.
So what, you just finished your show?
It's an 80s movie, but we didn't even get the chance to finish it.
So you're like rushing home or something, or what?
Yeah.
You work tomorrow, I'm assuming?
Yes, I do.
Okay. I was wondering what you could have just like done the podcast at his place.
Yeah, but I needed to get home. Anyway, so.
I know, that's why I asked if you worked. But yeah, Elijah's not on here. Carter sounded like he thought he would be.
Oh yeah, that's right. Elijah's not gonna be.
Yeah, has
On
to
for
wake
a
up
bit.
3 in the morning.
Yeah. Oh, he feels so bad for him.
Wait, what?
Just knowing him,
Oh yeah.
he's not a morning person.
Yeah, well, I technically wasn't either. But I don't think I had to wake up that early for my job. But yeah, he got his new headphones this weekend, I think, so I hope that goes...
Yeah, he sent me a picture of the box. It was a My Little Pony box.
He never sent me the picture of that. I was confused about... See, my thinking is if it's the Amazon box that it came in, it's just an advertisement for like a My Little Pony show or something on
I'm pretty
Amazon.
sure there's a new movie for it.
Okay, so that's what I was thinking. It's like a Prime movie. Otherwise, he made it sound like he bought it like from a third party. You know, it was like a crappily wrapped My Little Pony box that it was in.
See, that would be funny, and I wish that was the case.
That would be sad. He tries it at work and it's just garbage audio.
That's what he gets for going through a third party.
I mean, you went through Amazon. I don't know if a lot of people know that even if it says that you're buying it from like it's these Samsung headphones, so you're buying it from Samsung, but you're
Buying it through Amazon.
You're buying it through Amazon, so you have to check who the seller is. Which it used to be easy. Now it looks like you have to go through so many hoops just to see, okay, who the hell's selling this to me. But at the end of the day, it shouldn't matter if it's a trusted seller, but you never know.
It's always a risk when ordering things from any place, really, probably.
Yeah. Isn't your mom, like, extremely against
Ordering things online, yeah.
So have you ever gotten anything online ever?
Yes, secretly. Sent it to a different person's house.
So, like, not with your credit card, then?
No, it was. She can't see it.
Oh, they can't see the statement?
No. Well, if they really want to log into it, they can.
Oh, okay.
But...
So is it like a joint account then, or is it just,
I mean, technically, my stepdad is on it, but,
That's... okay.
it was only because I was a minor, so an adult needed to be on it.
No, I did that with my mom, and I think she's still on a joint account with me, but yeah, she has no access to what I purchase.
Exactly.
Not that it matters anyway, I don't think she'd care, but... Yeah, that's... So she's never bought anything on the World Wide Web?
For work, like store supplies.
And how does that differ from a residential level?
It doesn't. It really doesn't.
For the most part, it doesn't. I mean, you always have to know where the hell you're buying it from. Even if it is like, hey, we sell our crap for super cheap so you can sell it.
Yeah. But, like, still, it's
I think completely avoiding something is worse than being careful with something.
Yeah.
Anyway, how was your week?
It went by pretty fast. I only worked 4 days. Got to take a day off, which was snazzy. Nothing too exciting happened. I'm pricing Christmas stuff. It's not even October.
That would ruin the appeal for me.
That is another reason why I do not like Christmas, because people start on it so early, and especially once I started working.
The biggest thing that can ruin holidays is an upcoming holiday you glaze over.
Mm-hmm.
It just takes the spirit out of everything.
It really does.
Which, by the way, I mean, what are we even doing for Halloween?
For Halloween, God,
Are we doing the group Amogus?
if we do, Carter would not be happy at all that day.
No, we can just say that we're doing Seinfeld, and then we all three show up at his door in Amogus costumes.
He'd hate us all, but I love that idea.
Ultimate October prank. But what was that? Was there anything official from that?
Nothing.
Okay.
All we know is that we're gonna do a group costume of some sort.
We're gonna do a group costume, and then we're gonna have our own party or something.
Exactly. It's gonna be in Carter's house because none of us have our own apartment. Beside him.
Yeah.
No, but the options are Among Us. Always Sunny and Seinfeld.
Always Sunny was an option. Yeah, I guess.
I'm pretty sure it was thrown out there.
I think Seinfeld would probably be the best
The
beginner.
easiest?
Yeah, easiest for me. All I need to do is just get a haircut. Hey, perfect timing. Our second co-host popped in, Amadeus Kyouma. Why don't you introduce yourself?
Second co-host? The fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, I got here first, so I'm the first.
Yeah.
Okay.
The positions are split evenly.
Interesting. As the host said, Amadeus Kyouma, name's pretty self-explanatory if you can read. Struggle for some people, but,
Like it's English roots.
Yeah. Yes. We'll have that topic at some point. We can touch base again. I need to... Hopefully I'm not disrupting any prior conversation, but, I nearly fucking died. Parked my vehicle, was walking back to the apartment. A truck was turning left, and I was walking on the crosswalk where it would have, been passing through. I had a thought just out of the blue. What if, just kept going? What if you just, hit me? And he kept going. About 3 feet away before, the vehicle stopped. Guy opened his door. He immediately apologized. Sounded Canadian. It was pretty stereotypical Canadian shit, but...
Sorry.
I'm very sorry. He sounded sincere about it, like he genuinely,
Right.
Felt bad. After, he drove off and whatnot, I screamed as loud as I could. I punched a brick wall as hard as I could. I can't feel my fucking knuckles.
That's an interesting twist.
I don't...
Jesus.
Was there a particular reason why you got angry after that encounter?
I nearly fucking died. You know, the more I thought about it, this would have been one of those ironic days to die. Just with, I don't know, people I've said hi to, things I've said to people. It would have been a good day to die, basically, if such a day was drawing soon.
See, I'm glad you're here, but it's in kind of... I mean, today out of all the days, I suppose it would have been... We would have been waiting for you until like 10, and then I would have been legitimately annoyed. But I didn't know that you were dead.
How long would it? I'm just curious how long the news would take to reach you guys.
For Molly, almost instantaneously, if she'd fucking A. Instantaneously, if she's on like the Facebook group. But for me, I mean, the information for me would... That's what I'm saying. If you had that, but you don't. So how long do you imagine you would know? Because I feel like I would know, like, probably a day later from your knowledge. Because at least
I feel like it would end up being like me texting you, being like, "Hey."
Yeah, like a day later.
My guess would be Zach would be the first person to be contacted, my roommate, and then he'd probably tell, you know, friend group, tell Isaac. Isaac would let you know, probably Molly, and then Molly would tell Jason. That's how the news of my death would spread.
The fact that I'd hear it from Isaac, I don't like that.
Why?
It's just because if I hear it, I don't want to hear it because it's like, oh, this is the only person that I'm able to be in contact with, that they're also in contact with, that would know. I don't know.
I mean, who else?
Just going through the grapevine, I don't want to find out that way.
If it had to go through anyone that Carter knows, I would want it to come from Isaac.
I mean, yeah, I guess that's...
I don't really have...
fair.
I only have friends I could let you guys know. I don't...
You'd come back as a ghost and tell us, right?
It's perfect timing. It's spooky season.
Perfect timing. I turned fucking 20 not even a few days ago.
That's terrible. I mean, it's not... I suppose it was a truck, but it wasn't guaranteed that you would die. I was hit by a car on my way to hang out with you guys one day. And then after that, it was like, fuck it, I'm not hanging out today. You guys remember that?
Wait, what?
You don't remember that?
No.
Maybe I wasn't... Maybe I just didn't tell you guys. No, I was riding my bike. I looked both ways, and then I was crossing a street, and all of a sudden I was hit by a car. So I don't know. I probably should have checked left one more time before I went. It was so odd because anyway, the whole experience has caused me to look both ways way more than I need to, because I felt like I did it enough.
The guy, there's a stop sign right before you turn. He stopped at the stop sign, and he just still turned into me. There was plenty of time for him to see. I don't know. It was just unfocused.
Yeah, I mean, good thing he saw you. Last second, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah.
Better late than never. But yeah, I don't know. That's a testament to us all, I guess. Make sure you check all the fucking crosswalks before you before you make it.
But I wasn't in the wrong here. I did everything right.
I know. I'm saying.
Just because you're in the right doesn't mean you shouldn't take extra precaution because stupid people.
Well, I was talking about the driver. Everything Carter did was he was in the right. He can't control.
No, he was.
He's no matter what. If you're on the road, you have the right of way. If you're a pedestrian, I'm talking about the driver. You know, you make sure.
Yeah, the
you
driver's stupid.
But yeah, I mean, that's another thing. I guess you can't always control other people's actions. So that's another thing. Is I mean, a lot with my my whole city vibes recently. You know, if the light's green but there's no cars coming, you just walk because it's just otherwise you're just wasting time. So
I mean, that's pretty fair.
So there's some things that pedestrians do that are stupid, obviously. But I feel like when you're in a car, your intelligence decreases by 20 points.
Yeah.
Because, especially with how comfortable you are with driving, which isn't always the case right away, you starting to forget that you're driving a 2-ton box of metal at high speeds.
It feels weird to just sit in my room. It feels odd.
You have ice on your fist?
No, I'm letting this pain remain because this is something I can focus on at least.
Okay. Yeah, I mean that's a form of getting high right there.
I don't like near-death experiences. I've had a few. And I've had a time where I thought I was genuinely going to die. It's a high, but I don't like this kind of high. It just gets me in a pissy mood, and I just become quiet.
You don't like adrenaline?
I like certain kinds of adrenaline. Speeding kind. Physical altercation kind. Harassing someone kind. The kind where I almost die, though. Nah, it disturbs me a bit. My mortality is weak. I don't like being confronted about it.
I mean, I guess. I mean, when I was hit by the car, I wasn't, like, all pumped up and ready to get going. I was like, fuck this. I'm not gonna hang out today.
Yeah.
I seriously don't remember that happening.
I told you guys. This is like,
You know what? Maybe I'll feel your pain in a couple of years. I'll mention this again, and you guys will be like, huh?
It's like an Always Sunny bit. It's like somebody destroyed my car, and then everyone just... Oh, I don't remember that.
Yeah.
I mean, I suppose I even forgot about it until, like, right now. So, it's not something that's always on my mind. But yeah, it's just something where you don't really feel like getting hit. It's just you're crossing, and then all of a sudden you're on the pavement.
Yeah. It's
just like car crashes. I've been in 2. One as a passenger, one as a driver, but that was because the person was texting and driving. But both times it's just, you don't even hear the pop or anything. It just happens.
I'm still just laughing at the irony of the fact that I thought to myself, what if the guy just kept going? What if he just, turns and hits me? lo and fucking behold.
I feel like that would be one of my thoughts too. I've already had a couple of, not like as close as you, but like I said with the mental state in a car that decreases 20 points, and when you're in the city that decreases another 10 points.
Yeah. No, it's an interesting day.
Yeah, it's very morbid. It's a very morbid topic.
It is. I'm not a fan of feeling like I almost died. What about Sleepy Boy? Why is he not here?
He has to wake up at 3 in the morning.
Who the fuck cares?
He told us that last week.
It's 8.
Yeah.
What time does he go to bed at? 9?
Supposedly he's sleeping now.
Yeah, fucking right. Probably up there. Fucking with Kelly or some shit.
She has a boyfriend.
Yeah, it's him.
I don't put it past her.
No, I suppose it's better to ask directly to the source, but were they close friends? I thought that kind of like tainted things with them, with the whole toxicity.
I couldn't tell you.
I don't know. I always think it's no friends are better than toxic friends. Unless it's the right amount of toxic. Like this has a decent concoction, so I think this is fine.
It balances out every now and then.
Right. It's a couple of assholes I talk to, and every once in a while I can get help from these assholes, and then it can reciprocate. But yeah, you weren't here. I finally opened the pop can. Got that sound going again.
Sorry, what'd you say?
We're we're from the Midwest, so I'm gonna keep that definition.
What are you trying to refer to? I'm confused.
Pop, soda pop.
Huh? What's that? Huh? It's like you're cutting out.
Carbonated drink.
Oh, so soda.
So it's pop.
Huh?
It's it's pop. You
It's
southern
what are you-
southern trash. Say
What are you
soda.
saying? It's cutting out constantly. I don't understand.
Okay. You know what? Speaking of morbid, Halloween. What are we doing? That's what we were talking about before you came in.
I'm thinking of going as an Akatsuki member. Let me show you. I'm just gonna.
Bruh, group costume.
Well, you guys go as Akatsuki members. It's a sick ass outfit.
The fuck is that?
I'm showing you right now.
No,
What
yeah, we'll do that. We'll do something that neither of us know, and then next year we can all do Undertale costumes.
What's that?
Exactly.
I don't see an issue.
We each take turns with the costume.
We could. I feel like it would get really toxic. I mean, 2 years it's gonna be anime. It's gonna be Elijah Carter.
And then
And?
What do you mean, and?
I mean, and.
I wonder if I could actually. Oh, I could put an image up. Okay, I don't want that image. I apologize to the viewers, but I wonder if I could make some more interaction here. So.
no.
What?
The fuck?
Just an immediate.
No.
What?
Why?
You wouldn't understand.
I wouldn't. That's why I'm wondering.
It would look nice. It looks sick. 4 people rolling up in those.
We look like we're in a cult.
Yeah.
It looks like
That's a
we just got out of the shower. It's like a robe. Or pajamas.
It's a sick ass robe.
It's... Why is the... I don't know. I don't like the zipper.
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
Well, okay.
Robes shouldn't have zippers.
It looks awkward with a zipper.
Yeah.
Okay, it's... In the show, there isn't a zipper. It's because of the manufacturer, alright?
Okay, well, we aren't wearing the one that's in the show. We're wearing the one
Well,
from
then
the
we would
manufacturer.
Find the one that's quality.
Yeah, so we have to
more
find a $400 version, and then all 4 of us can wear that.
Yeah.
Honestly, though, if we're gonna do, like, if we're picking one for every year, then we'll do that. But I thought we were gonna do, like, Seinfeld or something. You know, something where it kind of mixes it up. Because I'm all in. I'll even get a haircut.
I'll dye my hair if I need to. No. I mean, either way would be fun, I feel like.
Yeah.
I think the Seinfeld one would be more fun. Dude, that's only because I'm biased.
No. Yeah. It'd still be fun. I mean, Seinfeld's... Always Sunny is too basic. They don't have outfits.
Yeah, they don't really... Yeah, I mean, maybe Charlie. But...
Yeah.
Because he has that green jacket thing. But yeah, everyone else is just like a button-up and jeans. Well, I guess Dennis is that. Mac would be... So you'd have to wear...
Yeah.
You have to cut out T-shirt or something.
My dad did that to a lot of his shirts.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
I don't see the appeal.
On some shirts it looks nice.
I don't know. I don't like showing my armpit hair. This is weird.
Insecure.
Call me insecure. I just don't like showing.
Insecure.
Shape.
Just
So
shave it.
that's the catch-20, or that's the catch-22 there. I shave it. You know what? You know, I'm supposed to be all open-minded and shit, all right? But you know, I shave it. That's an inherently, you know, homosexual trait to do. But if I don't, then I'm a disgusting animal under there.
Trim it.
Trim it? There's a middle ground, but then there's still hair. What?
Yeah, I was gonna say I did that once when I was like 14, just because like I'm curious, and it was uncomfortable. I don't know.
Yeah.
Not something I'd do again.
I mean, I don't know. I have nothing in my upper body to show off, so I don't think I need to worry about shaving yet. I just don't like tank tops in general. I don't know why. Maybe it is insecure.
What about you? What do you guys have for ideas for Halloween costumes? I mean, Molly, you have one.
Among Us.
Forgot about that. Yeah, we were discussing that too. those Amogus
Why?
costumes.
Why?
I don't know.
Okay, what is that one?
Buffy characters.
Oh shit. I used
Julie and the Phantoms. Julie and the Phantoms.
God damn it.
Fucking A. Well, I apologize to the viewers again. The fuck? Okay, well, what is that costume called again? Because I was trying to put up an image of it, but I just replaced the backdrop with that image, so...
Kotsky?
It's Itoski?
Hipotsky. A.K.A.
Hipotsky.
I'm gonna fucking strangle you.
Anyway, so that's the Hipotsky thing for those non-anime dwellers.
Fuck off.
That's... There we go. Hey, look at that. I'm a professional. It's all back to normal. So next time I'll have to look at the other one. Or have to work on. Yeah. Do you have any other ideas other than that one costume?
Well, give me 2 minutes.
Okay. I know 1 year we'll have to go.
Squad.
One year we have to go as ourselves, but like 2018 selves. So I'll have to get the sham wow out.
That's the best idea.
Oh, this would be a terrible one. That would be terrible. Come on, give me something good. No.
We all go as birds.
Ho and Kyouma, Hashida Itaru, Maki Sekuru, China Mayuri. I can get a lab coat. Jason, you can wear a hat and a green shirt. Molly, you can get a lab. Well, shit. Elijah would have to be Mayuri.
Wait, what is the... I want to hear the thought processes behind these characters that you're giving us.
Okay, so main characters from Steins Gate, my favorite anime. Main characters Ho and Kyouma, mad scientist, wears a lab coat. Obviously me, you know, that person was my personality back in 8th grade. Hashida Itaru, the hacker friend, the chubby, overweight one. You know, computer person basically, so obviously that'd be you, Jason. Then Molly would obviously be the redhead, because, you know, red. And then Elijah would just get the childhood friend Mayuri because he doesn't fit any of the other ones.
Jeez. And I was kind of disappointed in my role, but...
I like
okay, you know what? Never mind. I like that guy.
You like Daru?
Yeah.
You know, the weird thing is I could see you dressing like him. At least in that outfit, the yellow hat, green shirt. Seems like something you could pull off.
That would be insanely easy.
That would be, you know what? Alright, do it then.
I'm not going to do it, though, because I haven't watched the show.
Pussy.
What's the show?
Have you seen it, Molly?
Yeah,
Do you actually enjoy it?
I did enjoy it, yeah.
Like, you'd watch in your free time?
I actually would.
Okay. Then I probably won't like it, but I can check it out.
I'll lend it to you when you come over.
Oh, didn't she say it was on Hulu or something?
Oh yeah, it
Yeah.
is. Well,
Yeah.
the dub isn't on Hulu, and that's the way to watch it.
Oh, the only way to watch it on Hulu is subtitles?
So, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I guess I'll have to borrow it from you when I come down. And then I'll have to remember our 6th grade graduation disc as well
Yes.
when I go down.
God, we need to watch it. It's gonna be so bad.
It's gonna be... I think I got it like in 8th grade or 9th grade or something. It was like so late. It's like they're just holding on to that disc in the archives. Did you not get one?
No.
Why the hell did I get one?
I don't know, but I never got one.
That's odd. Anyway, yeah, wait. Yeah, Carter graduated after us, or before us, so...
And Elijah was in a different school.
Cringe for both of them.
Exactly.
We were the OG. The main
Yeah.
characters of this friend group.
Obviously. One person can't even show up because, my job, I have to get time for sleep.
It's like the one time I was like on at 7:30. I finished up my lab. I had everything together, and now the first person
You're
comes
watching
in
Adventures
half
in
an hour late.
Babysitting.
Which is fine. It's gang day. I'll give it a pass. But and like I said earlier, I'm not one to say because I've been late various times. But I'm working on that. I'm actually finding a slight balance in college. It's weird. Cringe. She has somebody else who's talking.
Imagine.
Imagine all the people.
Such a overplayed and overrated song.
I'm gonna get DMCA'd.
Yeah.
No, but college has been interesting. I was talking about community bathrooms earlier. I thought that would be kind of annoying. But I mean, I really never spent time in the bathroom to begin with, so it just doesn't matter. How would you be comfortable with that? Like you're showering in stalls that other people use on a daily basis?
Yeah, but not my preference.
Yeah.
I know, just upkeeping my shower, making sure that's clean is already a fun thing to do for the most part. I don't want to do that for other people.
Yeah, your shower looks like a community bathroom shower, so I don't think it would be much of a change for you. But yeah, people are people. They don't grow up.
Huh.
Some people just, like, if you go in there late at night or early in the morning, you'll just see piss on the toilet seat. Like they didn't even bother to pick up the seat. They're either like so tired or so drunk or so stupid that they just let it go all over the seat. I don't know. I think I mentioned that last time, but it just keeps happening, so I'm just surprised. And then it's not a big problem. Then you'll just see food chunks in the sink, so it looks like someone like vomited in the sink. But I think it's just like noodle cup and shit.
Probably. I hope so.
I'd prefer it to be that, so I'm not brushing my teeth in the same sink someone just threw up in. But yeah, it's also nice. People are extremely predictable. You wake up at like 5 in the morning, no one is going to be up, especially on a Saturday morning or a Sunday morning.
Yeah.
Because everyone is, staying up super late. So that's how you can, like, get around laundry. If you do laundry in the evening, it's going to be busy. Which is another thing. I mean, I thought that would get annoying, but it's like they have too many to fill up. But there's a laundry room on our floor, but there's always somebody using it no matter what. It's just like infinitely going by somebody else's laundry. The one downstairs just has way too many to be used up too much for the most part, unless like there's like 3 broken, which usually is the case. But it's free. I thought there would be a cost to it, so that's at least nice. You're paying $4,000 a semester for this place. You get to do quote unquote free laundry.
That's nice.
Yeah. I also just always have my AC running and my lights. Not really a huge priority to turn them off because the room I'm paying at a flat rate doesn't matter. they've annoyed me enough with expenses, so. Yeah, how would you think that you would take a university?
Adapt. I could do it. I don't know, it'd probably be like a majority of students. Maybe me now. I don't do a whole lot, especially if I don't have a job. Oh, if I don't have a job, if I really only have school to worry about, then I'd probably go back to my night owl schedule. So just, I don't know. I don't know what the fuck I'd be doing. I've been trying to find more shit to do, like painting. I want to get a woodworking kit. I mean, just the ones that they sell at Walmart, nothing too crazy or whatnot, but just a couple of passion projects I want to try and do. Just to see how well I can do it, really.
Yeah, you could also work on music.
You trying to say something?
Yeah, I am.
Yeah, that'd probably be something I'd be more inclined to do.
That would be putting your computer to use, too, if you use software.
I'm putting my hands to use first.
Fair enough, I guess. Woodworking really wasn't my thing. But like I said, I got a woodworking kit because my brother got a wood burning kit that I asked for. So he got it for Christmas. I was like, hey, what the hell? I asked for that when I was like in 5th grade. And then my mom's like, well, I mean, he's going to use it more. He never really used it like day one. And then it just sat there and like, dude, I want to use that. I never asked him because it was his thing. I kind of regret it not being as assertive when I was younger.
Hard when you're younger. You don't know how to be a person.
Especially since you have harsh consequences if you question authority.
Yeah.
But yeah, I got a woodworking kit. I tried, but I had no passion for it because I didn't want to do that to begin with.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, no one had the patience to help me with it either. So I was just trying to go through this book. I think it took a while for me to get gloves for it too. Like I got the sharp blades and the wood block and everything. And I was this fucking 5th grader trying to fumble blades around this block of wood. Thankfully I was smart enough to not use it and ask for gloves, so. Is that what you're going to do, or are you going to get gloves for it?
No. Gloves are for bitches, no matter what. Well, I should honestly get a pair of gloves.
What?
As long as you're cutting away from yourself and you know what you're doing.
Not myself, I would never do that.
Yeah, I've never done that.
No,
either.
never.
You've never, Jason?
Alright, this is starting to get onto
It's
some
a podcast.
some sad topics.
I wouldn't say it's how you approach it is how it determines. Alright.
Yeah, but we're especially like in the beginning, we're not like in the most chipper mood, so I don't think the delivery is going to be that good.
Alrighty, guys. Today on Opinion Planet Podcast, we are talking about cutting ourselves.
What the fuck did I come back to?
Toxicity.
What do you mean toxicity?
All of us, this is what we do.
That's fair.
What do you mean, why?
I didn't say why. I said what.
What do you mean, why? Doesn't make any sense.
Why?
Oh, looks like I got a sponsor that I gotta read off.
Oh.
Yeah, I got another sponsor. So shut the fuck up.
All right, let me find it real quick.
You wanna read it? It's right above the audio file for Carnegie scooters.
I'll wait for you to start and I'll jump in.
Rar goes the cat. Ah?
Okay. You want me to do it like this then?
Yeah.
All right. Shit, I was looking at jobs at Taco Bell. The no. Carnegie. Which one are you reading?
The one above the audio file.
Rar goes the cat. Its anger intensifies and concludes in a blaze of glory. His handler never knew what hit him. If you want to listen to more stories like this, visit catpodcast.com. OPP listeners receive 5% discount when entering promo code RAR. Always listen.
Awesome. Congratulations, you read our first sponsor.
That's amazing. I feel accomplished.
Yeah, that was the most cancerous ad I was sent by my ghostwriter, so I'm hoping to get more for the next ones.
Ghostwriter has some problems they gotta fix.
My ghostwriter is a furry.
Yo, I could be a shift leader at Caribou.
Are you looking at jobs again?
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of jobs, fuck this college when it comes to jobs. I have to send a cover letter, I don't even know what the fuck that is, and a resume to a desk position. Well, I didn't know what a cover letter was until I came here, but it's basically a glorified, like, dick-sucking contest on a piece of paper, where it's like, hey, I'm super stoked to get this job, I really hope you pick me, kind of shit. So at the bottom, instead of I hope to hear back from you soon, I just say that I look forward to seeing you soon. Just being overly confident on it.
Yeah.
Anyway, I don't know, it's just, I'm so sick of, I know that I'm like young and all, but I'm just already sick of applying to jobs. I've already done it so many fucking times. It's the same shit over and over and over again.
Oh shit, I found an ad for Dumb Brothers.
Send it to me.
Bruh.
What?
Wait, how much did Dunn Brothers employees make?
Starting or pay is $12.50, and then with tips it basically comes up to $14.50 an hour.
Molly, how much do you make?
$12 an hour.
Why don't you go with Dunn Brothers?
You know, funny you should say that.
I tried.
What do you mean you tried?
I asked and was like, hey, are you still hiring? Because that's all you're supposed to do. And then she was like, you know, I'm still working on the schedule. I'll let Carter know and then he can get back to you. And then just nothing was ever gotten back to me.
Well done.
He hired 2 people. One of them is only working for a month, and then he's going. I don't know why the fuck she hired him.
Well, because he was laid off because of...
Yeah, but why is... Not her fucking problem.
Wait, if he was laid off, he could, like, make...
The guy's a welder.
Unemployment, couldn't they?
Yeah, but the guy is also a fucking welder. I don't know why he's why he's working at a goddamn coffee shop. It's way below his pay grade. And it's just for a month as well.
I'm surprised a welder lost his job.
You know.
You'd assume something like that would have job security, because that's like a trade, isn't it?
Yeah.
I suppose that's a testament to all those people that say go to just do a trade instead of going to college. You know, it's not always guaranteed that you're gonna have job security is never
Is there-
guaranteed, no matter where you
Yeah, I
go.
was- Yeah, I was gonna say.
You know, I'm not saying just because, you know, I'm a college boy that I'm guaranteed a decent job. Hell, I'm expected to be homeless after this. But it also doesn't mean that you go to trade school or you go to... You just go in as a journeyman. Or no, I forgot which is the starting position for the...
Apprentice?
Yeah, apprentice, or whatever the fuck, which... Not a lot of them use those terms anymore, but just for the sake of conversation.
Yeah.
It doesn't necessarily mean, yeah. It's... Always depends on the area. Yeah, do we have something to judge today?
I don't know, what more things do you guys think that I'm trying to think. What was the last one we talked about? Shoplifting.
You still haven't done your punishment.
Yeah, I haven't seen that posted yet.
Next time I'm with either of you, mention it to me, and I'll do it.
Speaking of which, we actually need to make a deadline so we can prepare for our costumes. So we need to make a deadline by where we need to figure out what our costumes are. You can continue.
First thing I look up, Among Us costumes, I see $35.
What?
Off of Amazon.
Holy shit! I didn't realize there's that many. I suppose it makes sense, but
Possessing felony amounts of substances. You're asking for a friend here.
asking what?
Doing illegal substances. Technically,
Might make the cases.
Depends on what it is.
well, okay. I'll just, not me, but a friend of a friend that I know, is a nicotine addict, though he's not 21. Smokes marijuana pretty often, although the state that he lives in deems it illegal, at least in that form, Delta 9 variant. There's legalized Delta 8 and Delta 10 sold at smoke shops, but it's just not the same. And then also, every now and then, drinking. And then, I forget, what is the actual name for LSD?
Is LSD an acronym?
Yeah. Lysergic acid diethylamine. Yeah, lysergic acid diethylamide. Called acid as slang. Also, felony to be in possession of. As it was ruled, I can't remember the exact bill. I think 1968, 1969. It was put into the same category as, I believe, Schedule 1 drugs under the FDA administration, which rules it as illegal as fuck, basically.
Yeah, isn't that like the same thing with marijuana?
Yeah, it's in the same category as methamphetamines,
Yeah.
crack cocaine,
That's
cocaine.
still doesn't make any sense to me, but I don't think it does to anyone. But,
Yeah.
we're the little people. We can't do anything.
No, people that are fucking boomers and have no experience and no idea what the fuck it actually does. No, they're right. They know more. Because they're old. They get paid more than me. That means they're right.
They're wise. They set their own paychecks.
Yeah.
So I
What are
mean,
your thoughts?
that stuff, I think, as long as you're doing it in your own domain, I don't really care. I don't give a shit.
So, wait, are you guys like both on the same side of it?
Well, same side is an interesting way of saying it. Jason's is, on your own time. I don't fucking care. I'm a firm believer that things like marijuana, made readily available when you're 18, as other states have done, you can fucking tax it and make a profit off of it. And psychedelic compounds such as LSD.
I think if we're being fair, marijuana should be legal if you're 21, because they changed the cigarettes, so
I think it should all just be 18, but
It should all just be 18.
yeah, there really isn't any benefits of being 18 anymore.
no.
It's slowly becoming another intermission age.
Well, not even, because you're still entrusted with all the responsibilities of all the things, but you don't even get to enjoy the benefits of being an adult.
No.
You get the responsibilities, but none of the benefits. Like I was saying, marijuana, I believe, should be completely legalized, up to your own personal fucking choice if you want to do it or not. Same thing with psychedelics. Manufacturing, again, could be regulated in a controlled laboratory. I mean, they're already made in laboratories and whatnot. So you could just, I don't know, tell people, hey, it's not my fault if you have a bad fucking time. It's for you. You're your own person. And there's various reasons why people more well-spoken and intelligent than me have talked about this topic, about why it was made illegal, of the things that it represents about our society and the kind of government that we live under. I should rewatch some of those videos, but I'm of the mindset it doesn't actively kill your body. It's actually beneficial it can be beneficial as a substance.
Well, mentally, I suppose.
Can be.
It can be harmful in a physical form, though.
No.
Yeah, it can be harmful to your lungs, like cigarettes, which makes sense, but it's not like...
Nicotine's allowed.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Infinitely fucking worse. And even for something like psychedelics, it doesn't do anything to your body. There's no toxicity within these substances. The only time there's anything toxic within it is if it is laced with anything or it's cut with something. I know acid can sometimes be cut with Molly or MDMA, another psychedelic drug, which, from what I've been told from some people, it mixes well, but it's also it's a lot more than acid already is, which is by itself a lot. They can also be cut with meth, which isn't, what most people want to do.
It's kind of like prohibition. You get rid of something, and then people resort to the more dangerous.
Yeah. LSD and marijuana, I mean, illegally, of course. I think it should be placed in the same category as drinking. Don't operate vehicles. Well, legality says.
Don't operate vehicles. Don't show up to work.
Yeah, but I mean, if you're it's your day off, then who the fuck cares?
Right. Especially,
I don't know, the few experiences that this friend I know has had with it. I don't know if I'd say he said that they were, well, actually, from what I remember, he told me one of the best days of his life, if not the best day of his life, was on one of these substances. They can do certain things to your brain. They can make life better, more interesting, more movie-esque.
Temporarily, I suppose.
Well, yeah, it's obviously temporarily, but even still, I mean, long-term mental changes to one's thought process and whatnot. I mean, I've only...
And then sometimes it does have its... I mean, with LSD, didn't you say... Or can't it increase the risk of, some sort of, like, mental diseases like schizophrenia?
It won't increase the risk of you getting a mental disease. However, if you are already predispositions genetically, if your family has a history with mental health issues, then
Right.
yes, psychedelic compounds are not for you, because there is a much greater chance that the compound will not react with your brain in a way that you would ever find enjoyable.
See, I mean, again, it would be
It's the same.
safer
Yeah.
if you were able to comfortably go to the doctor's office, like, hey, do I have any history with this?
Yeah, and then
Would I
if
be
you
okay
don't,
if I did this substance? I suppose.
that's what people should fucking do if they're gonna start drinking,
Right.
with how much actual internal body damage that does to. I know kidneys is obviously the big one. Doesn't alcohol affect the liver as well?
Yeah.
And then probably, I don't know, a few others I'm forgetting. But even still, this
I mean,
country has set the
any
precedent.
too much of
Well, yeah.
anything is bad. So it's just
Well, yeah.
moderation.
Physicality wise or mentally wise, I mean, like I was saying, no true organic or no psychedelic substance by itself will ever be toxic. I mean, unless it's laced with something, of course, but physically detrimental to your body, no. Mental issues or mental problems, potentially, yes. But alcoholism is a thing, and that's physically addictive. So overall, my opinion on it, psychedelics and marijuana, I see no reason why it's illegal still. Country talks about having freedom and the liberty to make your own choices and be your own person. Well, I get it's a straw man, you know. You be your own person. Well, I can't kill everyone. That's wrong. But obviously, there's a difference between going on a fucking rampage because of my freedom, and then just taking a substance that makes reality very different for 8 to 12 hours.
It's your personal welfare and then the welfare of others as well. I mean, if it's not affecting anyone else, like I said, and if it's in your own domain, you're not planning on, operating a vehicle or going to work, I guess, then like I said, I don't care.
I mean, even still, from what my friend told me, you could definitely work while on those substances. I mean, it's not like it completely changes who you are. It's just...
You know what? If you work in a cubicle and you can operate a job, go for it by all fucking means.
Yeah. Driving, that one, I guess, for some people I can see it. My friend just isn't bitch made, so...
I wouldn't recommend it.
You haven't tried it?
Yeah, I haven't, and I don't intend to. So
Okay.
That's I suppose that's where the argument lands. I don't think you should be able to operate a vehicle if you're under any kind of substance whatsoever. Because, like I just said earlier, I mean, you lose, thought process that, hey, I'm in a 2-ton hunk of metal that I'm hauling around at high speeds. Now, to taint someone's already stupid mind with a substance, no matter how much they say they can handle it, I think is a stupid idea.
Depends on the person. I don't know. I think there could definitely be permits that you could acquire. Yes, officer, my license isn't. I'm legally allowed to drive while under the influence of psilocybin mushrooms. Get fucked.
It's fucking stupid.
I think
that's
it'd be
just
worth
like
it.
if your blood alcohol content is high enough, but you can operate a vehicle fine.
Yeah.
I think that's still stupid. I don't know. It's too risky.
No, I mean, from what my friend said, if anything, it just made him more alert or more, aware. Like, hey, okay, I realize what I'm doing, so I should, I already pay attention normally. If anything, it's just further exemplified because.
I'm just saying, no matter what, you're changing your mental state. I don't think, it's safe because trips vary. So one trip is fine. And then the next is, like, worse, but, like, you did fine in a vehicle last time. Someone's going to be dumb enough to go try again.
Someone's already in a bad mental state or in a bad trip, then I guarantee you they're not even going to think about the word driving. That very notion isn't going to be anywhere
Well,
in
no,
their
it doesn't
fucking
have to
brain.
even have to be, like, something insanely bad. It's just, like, slightly less cognitively lively. It's just you're not as aware as you were last time.
Yeah, and you can also say the same when people wake up at 6 in the morning and
Yeah,
get in
sleep,
their vehicle.
that's another thing. People can get pulled over and then be accused of being drunk because of sleep, and then you, like, not getting enough sleep is equivalent to a certain amount of blood alcohol content.
Yep.
But that's not always something that someone can control. Like, you're physically ingesting those substances. With
Yeah, you
sleep,
might not be able to
there's
physically
there's various reasons why you don't obtain it.
I mean, I had a point I was going to say. Use your discretion. If you think you're up to it, you're probably up to it. If you don't think you're up to it, then you're not up to it. That should be the same mentality as when you have when you're just always driving. You're not in a good mindset to drive.
No, because that's on some dangerous grounds there. Because people, they're insanely drunk. They say, no, I can handle it. I can drive. You don't always know where you are mentally. Even if you think you have a good, cap on your mind. Unless you're, like, insanely trained with your mind. You're, like, at one with your body, which I highly doubt the average Joe is like. So I just veer away from that and just not condone any substances while operating a motor vehicle at all.
My friend said it was pretty enjoyable. It was an experience.
You know what? Good for him. I just don't condone it. Judge Judy, what's your take on that? Or
What did you just call me?
Judge Jim. You know what? You weren't talking. All right. I get the green
I was
light.
listening. No, I agree with Jason on it.
What parts do you agree with?
Just the, do it when, like, you're not going to be bugging any else. As long as you're not doing that stuff, just go for it. Also the driving thing, though, because you guys were actually, like, going back and forth. But I don't think under any mind-altering thing you should be, driving. You shouldn't, because you've been hit before by a vehicle. Carter almost just got hit today. You could be that person.
No.
There's a chance.
There's a chance even when you're sober that you could be that person.
I mean,
Yeah, but
that's
the
true.
chance can increase while on a substance. Could.
The chance could increase just because fate says fuck you and some random person runs across the street. There's always a chance of shit going wrong.
Yeah,
Increasing the chance,
there's
decreasing
always-
the chance. It's still a chance nonetheless.
There's still randomness, but you can always increase chances. You can also decrease chances and just not do something stupid.
Something stupid.
Nothing is guaranteed, but all you can do is decrease the amount of fuckery that goes on with your life.
That's only if it's impairing you to the point where it increases or decreases your functionality to drive. Which...
I'm just saying that in general. But I think we're done here. I think the judge made her verdict. Is there a punishment for this case?
Go up to a stranger and say bird and walk away.
Okay.
There doesn't always have to be a punishment, but okay. That's a pretty lower end. It's not that bad.
No.
So now we got...
forcing him to do it Or
Yeah.
can dance in a Walmart.
Yeah, so now we're waiting on those 2 videos, and it'll be posted on, I'm assuming, his channel, or are we going to put it on the podcast and then put it on a playlist for punishments?
We can do that.
Okay, so we'll put it on the podcast. We'll have a playlist for punishments. You can upload it since you have access.
Okay. I'm curious. I have to think now. What other morally dubious things do I do on a daily basis that I don't see an issue with?
You know, you can come up with a list, and then we can go back to it next time. I think we spent quite a lot of time going back and forth on that. That was good. That was good argumentation, though. So I did have free psychics on the agenda. I don't know if, someone having anything going on that maybe we can fix. And the whole point of the free psychics is it's not necessarily the best option because it's a free psychic. And we're supposed to wait. I'm thinking of drive-through therapy.
Yeah, I was gonna say you're.
Yeah, who wants? Do you want to just drive-through therapy? or would you rather prefer free psychics? It doesn't matter at this point. We haven't been sticking to the schedule the whole time.
Drive-through therapy. It's more interesting, let's say.
Okay, so like I was saying, for some reason my mind thought psychiatrist, but drive-through therapy, not real therapists, obviously, so we're not giving real advice. We're giving the quickest and best advice to our advantage. We're trying to get our drive times down. So, does anyone have an issue they would like to present? Could be something that's been going on this week. Could be a lifelong issue.
Shouldn't be alive. It's been... Granted, they were spaced out pretty evenly, but there's been 2 times in the past month where just flashes or just... It feels wrong to be alive for a few hours, a few days after. It just doesn't feel right. It shouldn't be.
Like
on borrowed time.
Like you said earlier, life is just random. Doesn't always, have to add up to something. Doesn't always have to have meaning. It could just be something that is close together and just happened to be that way. Or maybe if you want to be on a psychic level, life is trying to tell you something.
What, I shouldn't be alive?
Maybe it's just telling you to... Yeah. I don't know, you're already pretty much out there living life and enjoying it for the most part.
That's why it'd be the perfect time for it to end. Cut short before, the...
For the downfall?
Not before the downfall, before the good shit.
Great therapist.
Before all the plans that you made and all the things that you want to do, those get cut short. The things you see yourself doing in the future, they're just... You have the idea, and you get the hope. And you have the want and the desire to do it. And you feel like you have an idea, and then it just gets jeopardized.
Future aspirations just crushed. Do you have future aspirations?
Yeah.
Of what?
Nothing substantial. I'm not a career-oriented person. I don't think a job is a part of my life, so it's not anything like that.
Mine is never job-oriented. Mine is always my future aspirations is my projects.
Projects? Well, I don't know if I'd say I have projects. I have small little hobbies I'm trying to get into. things I want to, test out, just see how I enjoy it. Use a creative part of my mind, something I've never really used before, at least outside of school. It's been like about a year and a half, I'd say, of me not really making anything. I kind of enjoyed it. I liked it. It was a representation of who I am, what I can come up with, good or bad. It's, I get what I put into it. Friendships, relationships, seeing those develop further, uncovering new, just keeping tabs on another person's existence. I think my own life is interesting, but I love hearing about other people's lives. Having more of the people in my life, have them stick around, basically. See what's happening with their situation. And just, I don't know, the simple everyday values. I don't know. I think life is beautiful. The world, the universe, even just fucking trails inside this town. Truly a sight worth living for. I want to be able to enjoy it as much as I can. This thing that I cling so desperately to. This existence, the only thing I've known. I don't want it to ever end. I'm enjoying it. For the most part, way too much. And that's why it feels like today would have been the perfect day.
Molly, you're a therapist too.
Shit happens. Move on.
Jesus.
I'm sorry. No, but things do happen. You gotta work through them. You don't have to always work through them alone. And it'll get better.
That's horrible. That is the most
Generic.
most broad answer. I mean, I look into things a lot as well. Like when I was at my absolute worst, when I actually thought that I was fucked and I wasn't gonna get into a college because this counselor told me I couldn't, I wasn't gonna make it because my academic performance because of that one virus.
Yeah.
And that could be life telling me something to not to do as much as I can right now before before something happens and I'm not able to. You can pull meanings out of any kind of event. And I actually enjoy doing that. Kind of gives your life some meaning, as sad as that sounds. But it's kind of like religion. You pull meaning out of it, or you can choose not to. And it's just, life is just random. But we're emotional beings. We don't like to think about randomness and statistics of likeliness. We like reasoning behind it. We like ideas that there's something looking out for us, or ideas that something's trying to tell us something, that something has meaning. So I would say find your own meaning in it. Like if there's something that you've aspired for a while, I guess, that you haven't achieved, then do it as soon as possible.
That's what I've been trying to do, actually. Try new shit. Do things I want to do. enjoy things I haven't been able to enjoy. Trying to enjoy as much of it. I think I do a fair amount of enjoyable things with my day.
Yeah. I think a lot of that advice I need to start taking more of.
Yeah.
I mean, just yesterday. I mean, it was enjoyable. I actually, I wouldn't say the best place mentally recently, but I got a free pizza yesterday because the person at the cash register forgot about me.
Nice.
So take that with what you will, but I got a free pizza out of it. It's like there's a place down the street. It's like a Subway but for pizza. It's pretty good. I would recommend it. But yeah, if we're doing a gang day up here, we'd have to go there.
Sure.
But anyway, I mean, sometime I've been able to just slack off, and that's good. That's good sometimes when you know you're filled with work and you just need to de-stress. Sometimes just sitting around and being a pile of garbage is nice. But I always feel underproductive, so my idealistic view of resting is working on projects. So
Mine's cleaning.
fair enough. My biggest pet peeve is doing the fucking dishes here. So I have to I could do it in the bathroom, but I don't want to. So I have to go down 3 floors to the community kitchen to go wash my dishes down there and then walk all the way back up. Assuming that wasn't my first wave of dishes, because you have to balance everything downstairs, so you can't just... You know, I'm gonna save you the story, alright? Dishes here suck.
At least you can actually... Well, I suppose I can still do dishes, but my dishwasher is broke. It's annoying.
So I could say at least you don't have to walk down 3 floors to go wash your dishes. Did you tell your landlord about that?
No, yeah, they stopped by today. They're having a guy come, I think, tomorrow or the day after to look at it. I'm pretty sure I know why it's fucked, but I'm not telling them why.
Do you want to say it on here, or?
But yeah, I, like a dumbass, a week and a half ago, let the sink overflow. I wanted the sink to be full of hot, soapy water for cleaning shit. And, you know, I let the sink run. It's a pretty big sink to fill up, and I was just in the bathroom putting laundry into the dryer. And I was just on my phone on TikTok, you know, kind of just like a 5-minute binge or so of, you know, it was pretty interesting content. I forgot that I let the sink run. So I step out of my bathroom to see the sink spilling over slightly. Actually, a fair amount. So my guess is that something got fucked with wires or circuitry or some shit.
Oh, yeah. So it leaked a lot then for it to reach underneath your dishwasher.
I'm not sure, because like it worked like 2 or 3 times after, probably 2 or 3 times after that. So I'm not sure if that just like really reduced the lifespan of it or what it did, but
maybe that's just another coincidence. But also sometimes you can use electronic. It's just when it's off, it's fine. But when you turn it on and there's water in there, that's when it starts fucking with it. So if you get water in an electronic, it's not dead. Just don't turn it on if it's not already on. So maybe it could be it, or it could just be a coincidence. But yeah, I wouldn't say if you don't know for sure. Or even if you did know for sure, you're renting the place.
yeah.
Uh, yeah, I've never had good experiences with dishwashers. So, I really don't care for them. It's either they do a garbage wash, or it's the top tray that always pops off, because they always make the top tray so fucking weak.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
yeah.
It looks like we're hitting some dead points in the podcast.
Yeah.
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 All right. Well, do we have any other topics to bring up? Hell, Molly, is there something we didn't technically finish our drive-through therapy? If we want to keep this going and see how Molly's doing, otherwise, do you have anything emotional you want to bring to the table?
Is past trauma ever gonna go away, or is it just gonna keep coming back unexpectedly? Random triggers happen all the time. Just, is it ever gonna am I ever gonna get over it, or is it just there forever?
That's a good question that I've never asked myself, but now I will be.
I've get over it. I think that phrase is dumb. Trauma that you go through in life, the severity of it, if it's severe enough, you don't get over it. You are affected as a result of it. You don't heal. You don't return to how you were beforehand. The bad thoughts, they don't ever truly go away. Best case is you minimize it. It becomes an afterthought. It's something that you don't think about. Every now and then, yeah, there'll be something. It'll remind you of a shit thing, of a shit time. But to the point where it's an everyday hindrance of your life, I'd say that's the closest thing to getting over it, is to where it doesn't stop you from being the person you want to be. The trauma never leaves, but it doesn't define you anymore. It's just another part of who you are as a person.
See, I have every kind of trauma differs. With mine, I at the very least can say that it can somewhat fuel, like, if it comes back. Like, it just kind of, well, it depends on what kind of I guess mood I'm in.
Yeah.
But in the best case scenario, it can fuel. You can use it as fuel. But that's, like I said, that's very depending on what kind of trauma you've experienced. So that's, like Carter said, it's not, I don't think it's going to completely go away. I wouldn't assume that it wouldn't go away. Though I wouldn't, think, fuck, I'm stuck with this forever. It's always going to be in the back of my head.
Yeah, there's two mindsets I have of it. There's the one I already mentioned where it's a part of you, it never leaves, but it doesn't define you. But then there's the other part of me that thinks that, your mind, what it remembers, you remember things based on how they made you feel. If you felt intense emotions, then you're more likely to remember it for longer periods of time. Meaning that the emotions that you felt, things that you felt, they'll never leave. They'll always be locked in the corner of your mind. You'll always find yourself returning to it. That one phrase that I thought or found out about from a show, time is a flat circle. You're a prisoner of your own mind, basically. Where your mind, it can't get rid of, it can't heal. All you're left with is just broken pieces, and you can't escape it. You return to it. It's the broken pieces are your fundamentals. They're who you are. So you never really escape from it. You never evolve from it. You're just stuck being a slave to your memories. Forever destined to live out yourself as who you are right now. Because nothing ever really changes. So I have two thoughts on it.
Yeah. And, yeah, this one is more heavy. A little more heavy. Because it's... Yeah, it could vary from extremes to, I suppose, extremes. Because it's... Trauma is trauma to someone. Doesn't really matter how intense it is to one person. Whoever felt it is deeply affected by it. I would say if you received trauma from a particular person, they're not going to change. They're always going to continue their shitty behavior.
There's nothing you can do to...
If forgiveness makes you feel more comfortable, go ahead and forgive, but it's not a necessity. You don't have to. It's... At least I wouldn't. I wouldn't... You'd give them the satisfaction, even though they don't know that you've done that in your head.
Same.
But then again, that's also... I mean, some people just want to be able to let go. And forgiveness is a path to do that. If you always want to use it as fuel, or just you could just be in the back of your head, or hell, it might even help if you just don't forgive at all.
Yeah.
Then yeah, I prefer the non-forgiveness, because they don't deserve the forgiveness.
They don't deserve shit. That's my mindset of it is they don't deserve forgiveness. The trauma is, trauma. It makes up who I am, though. In subconscious or conscious ways, my patterns, my behaviors, subtly influenced or not so subtly influenced by trauma, it defines who I am. So, I don't know. It's accept it for what it's done and how it's changed you, which isn't really easy. Just being content with who you are as a result of actions that you've made and that others have made for you.
It's always an uphill battle. I think you're going to be presented by various challenges in your life, whether that's projects at work, personal projects, academics. The biggest hurdle you're ever going to encounter is your own emotions and how you handle that. And we're still, as a society, still working on that, on how we approach it. Like, we just now have, just recently have more mental health awareness, and, that's a new thing, which is surprising, but it's still a new thing. So it's always going to be, the biggest challenge, because nobody knows for sure how to handle it. And it's always up to, person to person. So it's just always something that's going to have to be worked on, which is unfortunate in its own manner. But
that's one thing. You don't have to work on anything. You can just pretend it never happened, ignore it, don't think about it, out of sight, out of mind. I don't know if I'd say that works. It really doesn't.
But like Molly said, then it's just going to creep up when you least expect it, when something triggers it. So working with it is the best option, though it is easier if you do just forget. Which, like I said, this is drive-through therapy. This is the
Yeah,
most,
I mean,
the most
my drive-
unqualified people talking about it. But that's just Yeah.
My solution is I don't know how to confront mine head on, so my only other option is to forget. Like I said, the path of forgiveness, I closed it off. I wouldn't open it even if I fucking could. I don't ever want to. I'm not changing how I feel on that topic.
I tried.
I'm
I mentally couldn't, so I just use it as fuel. I have that advantage, at least. I can use mine to anger me, and then continue to, be more efficient with it. What were you saying?
nothing. That'd be a broken record.
Alright, so, thoughts on the advice? Yeah, that was quite a bit.
Um, I mean, all around, for two people not being anywhere near qualified for this stuff, you have some pretty good advice.
Yeah?
Thanks, it's the trauma.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right,
Fuck,
well,
fuck, that's... This is the... I think this is probably the darkest episode we've done.
overall, maybe in top 3, but I don't know about overall.
Well,
There's been worse. There's been worse. There's been worse.
I'm not talking about dark jokes, like just like morbid.
I know, as in morbid subjects. Yes, there's been worse.
There's
Yes, there's been worse.
Remember?
I remember because I was the one mentioning them.
Yeah. Let's hope. What's our next podcast date? Ooh, spooky season. Next podcast is on October 3rd. We can start thinking about Halloween, guys. And that's
I already did.
No, we can. I say that's when that's our deadline. That's when we're gonna announce what our gang costume is gonna be, for those viewers who are wondering. Which we've had 0. So I could get to work on just advertising. I think what helped previously is at the very least, have people pop in here.
Yeah.
But otherwise, that's all stuff that's not supposed to be on the podcast anyway. So we appreciate you tuning in. Any last thoughts?
I have no thoughts.
No one does. Everyone is sad. We apologize. What I recommend
don't.
is
I don't apologize.
you don't apologize for making people upset.
No, it's the trauma.
Sad. the trauma makes it this way.
All right. Quick. My last thoughts on that one. That's the worst one out of the 3 options you can do. You can just publicly parade your trauma around as a sympathy card and just be like, well, shitty things happen to me in my life, so you can't really say anything bad to me or do anything to upset me.
Trying to say that your trauma that you've experienced is any worse than somebody else's. Garbage human being. So that's not recommended. That would be the advice. What the has he done that?
No.
I feel like he would.
Actually, he fucking has.
Wait,
he fucking has.
All right,
maybe not.
Yes.
All right, my
Maybe
mouse
not.
is off the end
Kind of,
stream button.
In a way.
In a way, he kind of did. He didn't realize, but he kind of did.
What did he do?
We were talking about living with family, and he just made it seem like, oh no, you can just always live with your family. It's just always an option. It's fine. They're your parents.
I mean, well, he's oblivious sometimes when it comes to that. He doesn't. I don't think he sees all of the advantages he has all the time.
He doesn't see. He doesn't see.
But yeah, that's definitely wasn't an option for me. I said months ago, as soon as I graduate, I'm moving out, no matter what. Even if it's within the same town, I have to move out.
Yeah.
The only reason I chose graduation was because that was, I'd be able to work full time then. So.
I know my plan about over a year ago was I want to be moved out by my birthday, no matter what. Happened a few weeks later, but.
Hey, you still got your plan out, so.
Yeah, a good plan today is better than the perfect plan tomorrow.
That's good advice. I'll have to ponder that this week. I'll let you know how it goes.
You do that. My dad kept on saying that phrase to me over and over.
Ironic.
I'll cherry pick what I like.
Yeah.
That's really, you can do that with people. You can cherry pick what you like. For shitty people, at least. Take the good. Say fuck you for the bad.
With me, my problem is that I always remember the good shit that happened with them, and then I'm like, oh shit, I actually miss
I can
being with
do
this
that.
person. And then you start rationalizing, okay, if we were, this is what they really did.
Yeah, no, I can think of the most happiest moments I've had with my parents, and then next thought can be, if I see him again, I'm slashing their fucking, well, at least one of them. The good, I'm able to do that with family members. Just the amount of good that there was, and then it being ruined by the bad, therefore the good doesn't mean anything. Cutting yourself off from a potential source of joy and happiness, but it's to spite them, so fuck them.
No, it's also kind of keeps you sane, because then you're thinking that you're missing out. I genuinely miss doing this with them, and then you kind of feel bad. But what lifts you up is remembering this is why I don't interact with them.
Yeah. I have no sympathy.
Yeah. This is the best version we're gonna have of the ending of the podcast. This is the good ending.
Yeah. Wait, are we still live or no?
Yeah, we are.
Oh, nice.
2 hours. This is the longest one we've had yet. Even though the last one was half an hour, so anything is longer.
Nice.
All right, well, we appreciate you listening. You have a wonderful night, if you can,
day.
after